Every year, the call comes in louder. Put names on NRL jerseys. But would it actually work? Or is it a logistical nightmare?
Yeah! Old school Broncos! Yeah!
G'day legends, welcome back to the Old School Broncos podcast. This one's going to ruffle a few feathers, but it's got to be said. Names on NRL jerseys? It's not as great as people think. Now look, I get the appeal. Seeing your favourite player's name on the back of the jersey feels right. We've seen it in Origin and in one-off club rounds like the Broncos game in Auckland earlier this year when the boys couldn't wear the Star Casino logo due to the anti-gambling laws over there. But outside of those rare circumstances, there are 6 really solid reasons why it's just not feasible. Number 1, the numbering system would have to change. This is the big one for me as a traditionalist. NRL numbers represent positions. The number 7 is the halfback. The 13 is a lock. If we move to a permanent squad number, like the NFL or EPL, the integrity of the positional jersey disappears. That's not rugby league. It might make it easier for names to make sense, but it would kill off one of the game's oldest and most favourite traditions. Number 2, clubs don't get that many jerseys. This might surprise a few people, but NRL clubs only get a limited run of jerseys to use during the season, and every player gets a spare every game. That means 2 per player per match. If every jersey had to have a name on it, that's up to 36 custom jerseys made per team per round, where they're currently shared across the whole season. And this all happens before you account for injuries or last-minute changes. More jerseys means more costs to the club. Ultimately, somebody is paying for this. And would you rather your membership dollars going to your favourite player or more operating costs? Number 3, there's actually no room on the jersey anyway. Next time you look at the back of a jersey, see how tight it already is. We've got a top sponsor and a bottom sponsor squashing everything into a tight space. Names would either be too small to read or they'd force sponsors to shift, and sponsors pay big bucks for that space. When I've spoken to major manufacturers before, they've told me straight, squeezing a name in there either shrinks the number or pushes the sponsor out of their premium spots. Less visibility equals less value, which equals less money for the clubs. It's not worth the trade-off financially. Number 4, retailers won't stock player jerseys. Want a Reynolds 7 Broncos jersey on the shelf? Too bad. Retailers won't stock named jerseys. It's way too risky with player movements and injuries and the shelf life of stock, particularly with the range of sizes they need. Not to mention, the stock is only good for the season you're in, so if it's not sold, it's a burden for the retailer. The only viable option is to buy the standard jersey and personalise it in-house. Some stores already offer this, but it's not cheap. You're straight away adding another $30 to $60 on top of an already expensive $160 to $180 jersey. That dream of walking to Rebel and grabbing a Walsh jersey off the rack, it's just not happening. Number 5, jersey changes happen too often. Even if you did fork out for a named jersey, how long is it going to last? Players move clubs, they swap positions, even jersey numbers change mid-season. Case in point, Pat Carrigan wore the 13 for the last few years, but this year, for the most part, he was wearing number 8. And don't even get me started on people asking to change the numbers after they've already been put on. Trust me, once it's on there, you're stuck with it. Heat press vinyl leaves a residue after the numbers come off, so you're going to see the outline anyway. You can't cleanly swap it out without wrecking the jersey. Number 6, most fans don't want player names anyway. This is probably the kicker. A major retailer that does thousands of personalised jerseys every year, both online and at stadiums, told me that it's well under 1% of the jerseys they personalise have players' names. The overwhelming majority? It's people putting their own names on the back or their nicknames. So we're not even talking about the demand issue. Fans aren't actually crying out for the player names. It's a nice idea in theory, but not something people actually follow through on. So there you go. 6 solid reasons why names on NRL jerseys just don't work. I know some of you will say, but the EPL does it, the NFL does it. Yep. And they also don't use positional numbers. They have massive merch budgets and far more fans demanding them. Rugby league is different. It's built on tradition, it's built on simplicity, and it's built on weekly chaos. Late changes, injuries, and mind games with team sheets galore. It's what makes it beautiful, and why player names on the back just don't fit. Yes, pun intended. Let me know what you reckon. Would you ever buy a Broncos jersey with a player's name on it? Or are you putting your own nickname on there like 99% of us? Hit me up in the comments, share it with a mate, and I'll catch you next time. This is the Old School Broncos podcast. Let's go, Broncos.